No, 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 no. We can't be ending like that. This episode's wild. Generic intro into Dr. Ghost Movie here, back with another episode of Welcome to Night Vale. Today we're doing 13, which is a story about you. I guess you is me, or is you? I'm not really sure. You can check out my reaction to episode 12, which was the candidate. I'll leave it right up there. Also, link down below in the description. Also, in a place on my channel with all of my other Night Vale reactions going in chronological order. Shout out to the patrons because they allow me to make all these videos, and I do read all your comments, whether you're a patron or not, whether you're subscribed or not. I'm completely against paywalls, so shout out to the patrons. $3 a month get you all my reaction videos a day early. I do this all myself. I do every single video, edit video, record every video, read every single comment, make every single thumbnail. It's absolutely insane what I go through to make all these videos. So I really hope that you can enjoy them and appreciate them, and hopefully I can just make your day just a tiny little bit better. But this is going to be a story about you. Apparently this is a lot of people's favorite episode, so I'm looking forward to that. I still love reading your comments, your very heartfelt comments. So thank you so much for those and everyone that you leave and sharing this series and playlist and all that. The candidate's going to be linked down below in the description and in a playlist like I said. But let's go ahead and jump into lucky number 13, a story about you. I'm going to learn a lot about you in this episode.
About you, said the man
Not me.
on the radio, and you were pleased.
Not me.
Because you
Not
always
me. You.
wanted to hear about yourself on
Nope.
the radio.
Nope. Don't. Nope. Radio. Who listens to radio?
Night Vale.
I don't even have time to listen to radio. My car, actually, I could only listen to the radio because it doesn't have an aux. I had to install an aux port, which is odd. Oh yeah, we're full screen. Hi. Maybe we'll have a cat visit. Simba.
This is a story about you.
Might
You
join
live
us.
in a trailer.
I do
out
not.
near the car lot.
Nope.
Next to old woman Josie's house.
Nope.
Occasionally, she'll wave at you on her way out to get the mail.
I don't
or
go
more
outside.
Snacks for the angels. Occasionally, you'll wave back. You're not a terrible neighbor as far as it goes.
Pretty
At
bad.
night, you can see the red light blinking on and off on top of the radio
I
tower.
don't look outside.
A
Scary.
tiny flurry of human activity against the
I work
implacable
too much.
backdrop of stars and void.
Void.
You'll sit out on the steps of your trailer with your back to the brightness of the car lot, watching the radio tower for hours, but only sometimes. Mostly, you do other things.
Like,
This story is about you.
it's not. It's clearly
You
not.
didn't
You got the
always
wrong
live in
person.
Night Vale. You lived somewhere else.
I mean, you
where
have
there
puppies.
were more trees, more water. You wrote direct mail campaigns for companies selling their products. Dear resident, you wrote often. Finally, some good news in this dreary world. At last, a reason not to kill yourself.
Whoa.
Then you would delete that and write something else, and it would be sent out, and it would not be read by anyone.
No one else ever.
You had a friend,
Nope.
and then a girlfriend,
I have one of
and then a
those.
fiance.
No, don't. I've never
The
had one of
same
those.
person. She cooked dinner sometimes,
yet.
but sometimes you cooked.
She's a
You
word.
often touched.
Oh. Yeah, don't go outside. It's scary out there. There's people.
One day, you were walking from the glass box of your office to your old Ford Probe, and a
Nope,
vision
I do not have
came
a
to
Ford
you.
Probe.
You saw above you a planet of awesome size, lit by
What is
no
awesome
sun.
size? I've heard of fun
An
size and
invisible
bite size. What's
titan,
awesome size?
All thick black forests and jagged mountains and deep, turbulent oceans.
Oh,
It was so far away,
that
so
what?
desolate, and so impossibly, terrifyingly dark. And that day, you did not go home. You drove instead.
I'm home
You
right now.
drove a long time, and eventually
No, my check engine light's on.
you ended up in Night Vale,
Nope.
and you stopped driving.
Car probably broke.
You have been haunted ever since by how easy
I'm not
it
even
was
kidding
to walk
about
away from your life.
My check engine
and
light
how
actually
few
is
the
on.
repercussions were. You never heard from your fiance or your job again. They never looked
Hi.
for you, which doesn't seem likely.
Pretty sure she
Or
would look for me.
Maybe
My cat
it's
wouldn't.
that in Night Vale you cannot be found. The complete freedom, the lack of consequence,
What do you mean by that?
it terrifies you.
Do they have video games in Night Vale? What video games would they play? I don't know.
You have a new
Probably just
job
a
now.
mirror.
Every day except Sunday, you drive out.
Oh,
into
they get a
the
day
sand
off?
wastes,
What?
And there you find
Can't
two
relate.
trucks. You move wooden crates from one truck
This
to
life
the
doesn't
other,
sound too bad.
while a man in a suit silently watches.
You work 70 hours a week?
It is a different man each time. Sometimes the crates tick. Mostly, they do not.
Okay.
When you are done, the man in the suit hands you an amount of cash, also different each time, and you go home. It is the best job you've ever had.
I don't know. My
Except
job's pretty great.
Today,
Kind of love it
was
here.
different. You moved the crates. The man in the suit, a stranger, watched. But then,
Oh.
as had never happened before, the man in the suit received a phone call.
Okay.
He walked off at some distance to take it. "Yes, sir," he said, and "No, sir." Also, he made hawk shrieking sounds.
Is he a bird?
It wasn't terribly interesting.
Is the man in the suit a
You
bird?
moved crates. But then an awful impulse came over you. And for no
What would
other
that be?
reason
Do I
than
just
that you are
turn
trapped
to a hawk?
by the freedom to do anything in this life. You took one of the crates and put it in your trunk.
Oh.
By the time the man came back from his phone call, you were done with your job.
Bad things are gonna happen.
He gave you the money. It was
Does he not
nearly
realize
$500
we're done with the ticking
today,
one?
the second highest it had ever been.
What is the
And
highest?
you drove home with the crate in your trunk.
I feel like this was planned. I feel like this is a trap. Is it a taking box?
When you got home,
What if it's full of bees?
you took the crate into your trailer and left it in the kitchen. The crate did not make a ticking sound.
Okay, that's good.
It made no sound at all.
That's good.
Nothing made a sound except you, breathing in and breathing out.
That sounds... No.
You cooked dinner. You always cook dinner.
Yeah?
The red light on the tower blinked on and off in your peripheral vision. A message that was there and then wasn't, and that you could never quite read. You wondered how long it would take them to miss the crate.
They
You
knew
did not
immediately.
wonder who they were.
What's in the
Some
crate? Who's in the
mysteries
crate?
aren't questions to
Is there
be
someone in the
answered,
crate?
but just a kind of opaque fact.
What if it's a clone
thing
of
which
you?
exists to be not known. Which brings us to now, to this story about you. You are listening to the radio.
The
The
YouTube
announcer
video,
is
but
talking about you.
I don't think an Xbox.
And then you hear something else. A guttural howl out of the desert
Oh, they know.
distance.
Oh, they know.
And you know that the crate's absence
Has
has
been
been
noticed.
discovered.
Uh-huh.
The
And they're gonna
crate,
find it.
well, it sits.
Does
That's
it howl
all.
back?
On the kitchen floor.
We'll open it.
That's all. It's warm, warmer than the air around it. It smells sharp and earthy,
What do you mean,
like
earth?
freshly ground cinnamon. And when you put your ear against the rough,
What could that
warm
be?
wood, you hear a soft humming,
Warm wood.
an indistinct melody. It does not appear to be difficult to open. All you would need
Do
to
you open it, though?
is remove a few nails.
Now.
You do not open it.
I want to open it.
You decide, instead, to go to the Moonlight All-Night Diner and have a slice
Did
of
you not
pie.
eat dinner?
The wind is hot, like always, and smells like honey and
Okay.
mud.
Okay.
Night is your favorite time. Daylight brings only a chain of visual sensations, none of which cohere into meaning for you anymore. Life has become out of focus, free of consequence. As
Sure.
you drive, you turn off the headlights for a moment.
Why?
In that
Why?
moment,
Who does that?
you feel again, above you, not even far away now, that planet of awesome size lit by no sun. An invisible titan, all thick black forests and jagged mountains and deep turbulent oceans. You see nothing but the faint moonlight on your dashboard, but you know
Why'd you turn your lights off?
the planet
Don't
is
do that.
out there, yawning in the unseen spaces.
I've been yawning. That make me a planet?
The moment passes. You turn your headlights back on, and all you see is a road.
Hiding, I'm guessing.
Just asphalt. Just that. And you pass a man waving semaphore flags, indicating
semaphore.
that the
We've
speed
seen that
limit
before.
for this stretch is 45.
That's not bad. 45 is not
The moonlight
bad.
all night is radiant green, a slab of mint light in the
Honestly, sounds
warm
kinda cool.
darkness. You squint when you see it, like it hurts your eyes, but it does not hurt your eyes.
I don't
You park
know.
near the front door. A man
I'll wear sunglasses
rolls
when it's
by
overcast.
on the ground, his eyes bleary and sightless, whispering the word mudwomb over and over.
I don't like that word.
But you don't have the money to tip him, so you go inside.
Okay.
You order a slice of strawberry pie, and the waitress indicates through words and movements that it will be brought to you presently.
Okay.
The radio speaks soothingly to you from staticky speakers.
Why is the radio
set
talking to
into
me?
a foam tile ceiling.
Yeah,
It is telling
traditional.
a story about you. Your story. At last.
Wait, the radio is telling a story about me? Why? Who's following me? Who knows this?
A man slides into the booth across from you. You
Suspicious?
recognize him vaguely,
Is he the man in
although
the
he
suit?
looks considerably different now.
He's the man in the suit.
It is that man who appeared to be of Slavic origin, but who dressed in an absurd caricature of an Indian chief and called himself the Apache Tracker.
Oh.
Except now,
Is that where he'd been
it's
this entire
difficult
time?
for you to miss. He has actually transformed into a Native American.
Yeah.
You wonder if
We
the
talked about this
pie will
before.
get there soon.
Yeah.
The Apache Tracker smells
can I get this
of
to
potting
go?
soil and sweat. He leans across the table and touches your hand.
Don't touch me.
Lightly.
Don't. This
You do
episode's
not
wild.
pull the hand away, because you know that there will be no consequence for any of this. Vivos post nostie,
Huh?
he says. Oni idiot.
What did you just
You
call me?
nod. He taps the table. Then, bringing his thick eyebrows together and pursing his lips, he leans down and taps the ground. You nod again. I think my pie is here now.
Are you sure?
You say unnecessarily, as the pie is quite visibly placed in front of you.
Oh, okay.
You
That's
did
good.
not order invisible pie. You hate invisible pie.
Yeah.
He looks at the pie for a long time, and then lets
Does he
his
actually believe
breath
it?
hiss out slowly through his nose. Oni prediut snizu.
Is that backwards or something?
Nipom ogut.
Oh, Slavic.
He leaves.
That's a Slavic language.
What an asshole that guy is.
I wouldn't call him that.
You finish the pie and ask for the check.
Huh?
Check, please, you say, whispering it into your drinking glass as is custom, and then lifting the tray of sugar packets to find it, filled
do
out
you mean?
and ready to be paid.
Why was it there?
You drop a few dollars onto the check, place it back under the sugars, wait
And then-
for the sound of swallowing, and leave the
Oh.
diner.
Yeah, like
The
literally keep
waitress
the
nods
keep
as you
the
leave,
change.
but not
Like-
at you. She nods slowly and rhythmically to music only she can hear. Her eyes
Unreal World.
riding
Cool.
the curved line of neon lights above
Cool,
the menu.
cool.
As you start the car, the man on the radio says something about the weather.
The weather. That's such a good transition to the weather. It's gonna be muted just because most of the time it does get copywritten. So the thing is no longer there. The 2 times. People try to play a game and try to guess the weather. It's loud. What is that instrument? Is that a guitar? I could barely even hear the vocals over the guitar. Where was this recorded at? Was it at a concert? Oh. Don't fail her. Apparently the weather was started to like shout out like local New York City bands or something like that, or music groups. No. Oh. The song is kind of a bop, not gonna lie. I don't know what happened to your head. The guitar is so loud. I don't know what these instruments are. Maybe it's not a ukulele, is it? Okay. That has to be the best transition to the weather ever. Yeah, thank you. It was at a concert.
Is in your kitchen, where you left it.
Good.
And you get down on your knees to embrace it more fully.
Open it.
It has grown warmer.
They have to know where it went, right?
It still is not ticking.
That's good.
It had taken you no time to get back home. Now that you think about it...
Yeah, I mean...
Were there any other cars on the road? Where did all the cars go?
They're running?
The man with the semaphore flags explaining the speed limit
was not there?
He wasn't there either.
Oh.
Your heart pounds.
It's probably a good thing he escaped.
Another stray thought to wander through your mind.
I'm guessing he went through in every person.
You grab the crate and throw it in your trunk.
And take it back. Take it back to where it belongs.
And your car radio comes alive with a pop. Just as
the announcer like a message
that your car radio comes alive with a pop.
Wait, the announcer says that? Wait, is somebody narrating his life at the moment?
But you go there anyway. A pair of headlights, a pair of eyes, and two shaky hands speeding through the silent town.
Yeah.
Behind you, you see helicopter searchlights sweeping
it's a big deal. One crate?
Trailer. There are sirens. A purplish cloud hangs over the town, glittering occasionally as it rotates.
But it's Night Vale.
The whole works. You drive past the moonlight all night, still aglow and full of people slowly eating what sounds good only late at night. And
what does that mean?
Desert Flower Bowling Alley
Teddy
and
Williams.
Arcade Fun Complex, which has taken to not only locking but barricading its doors.
You probably should, because then they find a portal to like the underground or something there.
You pass by City Hall, which, as always, is completely shrouded after dark in black velvet. Moving farther out, following the pull of the distant, uncertain moon, you pass by the car lot, where the salesmen have been put away for the night.
Why would a salesman be out during the day?
Where the only sign that the unassuming little home could be a place of residence for angels is the bright halo of heavenly light surrounding it, and the sign out front that says, Angels Residence. And the town is behind you, and you are out in the scrublands and the sand wastes. By the road, you see
a very odd place.
Holding a cactus in one hand and a pair of scissors in the other.
A cactus and
scissors?
He shakes
both at you as you pass and howls. And then you are alone.
That's good. I'm waiting for him to bite me.
And the desert. You stop the car and get out. Pebbles crunch in the sand in response to your movement. The radio murmurs behind the closed doors of the car.
Why is the radio still on?
The headlights illuminate only a few stray plants and the wide, dumb eyes of some nocturnal animal. Looking back, you see
the crates defeat something or something?
That is your Night Vale. The purple
What do you mean,
cloud,
my Night Vale?
now floating over the heart of the city, reaches its tendrils in and out of buildings.
It's looking for
You
the
hear
crate.
screams.
How did they not find it, though?
And gunfire. You open the
Okay.
trunk and lay one hand on the crate. It pulses with some kind
Open
of
the crate.
life.
Open the crate. What's in the
Still
crate?
no ticking, though. You look back.
You could
Several
open it. You
buildings
could
are
open
on
it so
fire.
you could definitely
Crowds
open
of
it.
people are floating in the air, held aloft by beams of light, and
Sounds
struggling
terrifying.
feebly against power they cannot begin to understand.
Sounds
The
terrifying.
ground shifts like it was startled. It's so quiet when it finally comes.
What
You
is
see the black car long before it arrives.
black car?
It comes to a halt nearby, and two men step out.
Guy in the suit?
You don't run.
Probably
Neither do they.
I don't know why they would.
How did you find me? You ask.
The crate.
Everything you do is being broadcast on the radio for some reason. That made it pretty easy,
Yeah, it does.
says one of the men. The one that isn't tall. Yeah,
So what
you
is he
say. I see that now. You have the item? The man who is not tall asks. You say nothing. The man who is not
Cat's
tall
back.
signals the man who is not short, and he walks past you, looks into your trunk, and nods. Even easier, says the man who is not tall.
Okay.
There is an unexpected
Is it?
click.
They're like, hey, you didn't open it.
One of the rear doors of the black car has opened,
Who's in it?
and your fiancée has
Huh?
stepped out. Her eyes are wet, like it was the night you left.
Wait, that's
She
a
does
twist
not
I
appear
didn't see
to have
coming.
aged, but then you can't actually remember how long it has been.
Yeah, that's
Could
fair.
it have been last week?
Could it have been last
Or
year?
was it 10 years ago?
Oh,
Why? She says.
why what?
Why?
Why what? Why did
Why?
I don't know.
You don't know what to say.
Is that the end? No. We can't be ending like that.
The man who
Okay,
is
thank
not
God.
short steps up to
What
you,
a description.
puts a knife against your throat.
Well.
Nobody says anything. Your fiancée shakes her head. Her
And does
eyes
what?
are empty, broken, gushing. The radio is saying all of this as it happens.
Oh, at
You
least
hear
there's
dimly
witnesses,
through the
kind
car
of?
door. You can't stop smiling.
Why are you smiling?
All at once.
It's not a very fun
the
thing.
consequences. All at once.
Well,
you are no
well.
longer
If it isn't the
free.
consequences
It's
of my
all
actions.
Coming back around.
One of my favorite
all
things to
at
say.
once. Life, bleary, washed out, snaps back into focus. The red light on the tower still blinks in the distance, and every message in this world has a meaning. It
that
all
true?
makes sense, and you are finally being punished. You can't think
Consequences
of a
of my
time
actions.
you have ever been happier.
Why are you happy about
Your
this?
fiancé
I don't know about-
abruptly gets back into the car.
Wow.
Neither of the men seem to notice her. One
Feel like they
opens the
definitely
crate
should.
with a couple quick taps.
What's in
and
the crate?
pulls out of it
What's in the
an
crate?
intricate, miniature house. The hours that must have been
What?
spent building it. Every detail
But
is
there was
accounted
multiple
for.
crates, wasn't there?
Inside the house, you think. You see for a moment lights and movement.
Oh, girlfriend's taking a shower.
Undamaged, says the man who is
Look,
not
what does that
tall.
sound?
You beam at him. The knife presses harder against your throat, but it doesn't hurt. Your eyes wander up, and you see above you the dark planet of awesome size perched
No, my girlfriend painted
in its
that. She was actually
sunless
thinking about listing them
void,
for sale.
An invisible titan, all
One of them
thick
probably
black
printed it,
forests
maybe.
and
She
jagged
also printed
mountains
that.
and deep, turbulent oceans.
Why is Kirby
A
calling me,
monster,
FaceTiming me?
spinning, soundless, forgotten. It's so close now. You see it just above you.
What is
Maybe
it?
even if you tried very hard, you could touch it.
Don't do that. Actually, that's something I would do.
You reach up.
I'm that guy. Like, if I'm like, yeah, I wonder if I could touch that. I remember going to the Cherokee Resort, Harris Cherokee Resort, in Western Carolina, and I look up at the ceiling. I'm like, I could touch that ceiling, and this is like a massive hallway.
The radio moves
and like
on to
they're
other
probably
things.
there's like these
News,
like wooden
traffic,
beams,
political opinions
that stick
and
down just like that
corrections
much from
to
the ceiling. I'm like,
political
I could touch
opinions.
that.
But
Just
there
running,
was
just
time, one day, one single day, in which it was only one story, a story about you.
Well, I mean,
And you were
I guess I'm the
pleased
main character?
because you always wanted to hear about yourself.
Nope, not really.
On the
no.
radio.
Nope, no, not on the radio.
Good night, Night Vale.
No, I got 2 more videos to
Good
record.
night.
Okay. Night Vale. A story about you. Do not appreciate it. What's the proverb for this week? Let's see.
Welcome to Night Vale is a production of Commonplace Books. It is written by Joseph
kinda crazy how
Fink
many
and
views they
Jeffrey
get for
Cramer
this.
and produced by Joseph Fink. The voice of Night Vale is Cecil Baldwin. Original music by Disparition. All of it can be downloaded for free at disparition.info.
Yeah,
Russian
we know.
translation by
Russian
Daniel
translation.
Mirsky.
So it was
Spasibo,
Russian.
Daniel. This episode's weather was You Don't Know by Mount Moon. Find out
That's a
more
name.
at mountmoon.bandcamp.com. Want to have your music featured in the weather
I don't have
section?
music.
Want to contribute your talent to the show?
Hi.
Just want to say hi?
Hi.
Email us at nightvale@commonplacebooks.com. Or
I feel like
follow
some
us
of
on
you have
Twitter
probably
at
emailed
Night Vale
them.
Radio. Check out
on Twitter.
commonplacebooks.com for more
What's a
information
proverb?
on this show, as well as our books on the unused story ideas of H.P. Lovecraft and what it means to be a grown-up.
Man, I don't
Today's
want to do that.
proverb. I'd never join a Pen 15 club that would
know what
allow
that
a
is.
person like me to become a member.
I don't know what that is. Okay, let's do that before episode 14 starts, which is the man in the tan jacket. So, this was a story about you, not me, maybe you. I'm not sure. I look forward to reading your comments. Like I said, thank you for supporting this series, and thank you for the patrons, and thank you everybody that shares this series. Like I said, there's a place on my channel if you want to share that to people. But this was actually a very interesting episode. It was a story about you that a lot of people seem to really enjoy. So I really hope you enjoyed this video. Hopefully it made your day just a tiny little bit better. But I look forward to reading your comments, and I look forward to... I live stream all the time, Monday, Wednesday, Friday, Saturday. I've been playing some Power World, Minecraft, and Genshin Impact, and I just finished the first playthrough of Undertale today, which is on Saturday. You can join my Discord server and get notified every single time I go live, and also make some friends and whatnot in there. But thank you so much for watching. Hope to have a wonderful rest of the day. But until next video, take care and cue the music.